Hello, Gabe Heller here, Hohenzollern on YouTube and Hannah Brown Couch on Twitch. And Sarah's taken a temporary job at a place that has a recycling bin for electronics. So I wasn't planning to start looking through my electronics for a while, but now for the next 2 months I've got a way to recycle them properly. So I guess even though I'm not quite done in the basement, I'm going to start going through some things and testing them. Starting with this. So, these are a bunch of IDE hard drives, and the ones that don't work, and I don't think I can fix, I'm going to be recycling. I might take the boards off. The first thing I want to make sure is that none of them are shorted, because if they're shorted, it's possible I might be able to fix them. Now, I don't have a working tester, but I do have a non-working tester that still works for continuity. So if we find any continuity between the plus and minus pins on the drive, then we know that it's shorted. No connection there. Ooh, that's interesting. Just a little bit of connection there. What about here? Huh. Well, that would be, this is resistance. It's resistance times 1. So maybe this is just a little too sensitive. There isn't really a connectivity setting on this, there's just resistance. And that was only a few ohms. I do still have the other tester that beeps, but the probes, one of the probes is broken. I've kind of jerry-rigged it with Sarah's help, but that means that it's not very reliable. But then I don't know what's going on here. I mean, maybe I'm charging capacitors, but I'm charging capacitors. It shouldn't be connected. But this one actually has an actual setting for that. Continuity, sorry. So if it doesn't beep, then there isn't continuity. Yeah, no beep. No beep. Okay, so this one is not shorted. And they are working at the moment. I'm gonna have to keep testing them because, like I said, one of the probes is kind of broken. Nothing. 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 Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Good. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. Oh, sorry. Nothing. Good. It's like it's making a dit. But it's definitely not giving me continuity, so. Good. Oh. Nope. Having a hard time holding them. Nope. Nope. Well, it should at least be making some kind of noise. Come on. Nope. 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 Good. Nope. Nope. Good. don't think I'm going to mess with the laptop size drives. Just the standard IDE drives for now. Nope. Nope. Good. Nope. Nope. Okay. None of them are shorted out, which is kind of what I expected. I've used all of these drives in the past, and I don't think any of them had ever shorted. There is a drive I have that has shorted. I made another video about that. So now we have this pile of drives, huh? Should I sort them by brand? Western Digital. There's going to be a lot of Mac Store. Samsung. Samsung. Western Digital. IBM. Seagate. Western Digital. Western Digital. Hitachi is not the same as Samsung. Western Digital. Mac Store. Mac Store. I owned a lot of Mac Store drives. Or maybe there's another box of these somewhere. One moment. Yep, I've got more. These are the really old ones, and boy, are they dusty. Oh, I have a hard enough time getting them to do what I want, and yet they touch each other randomly. Okay. Okay, so that's all of them. I think I want to keep these in a separate pile because I seem to remember these did not work last time that I tested them, but I've got some advanced testing techniques, and also I wasn't trying to hook them directly up to an old motherboard, which is what I'm going to try this time. So they might yet work. Okay, so we've got a few more to test here. It's important if I get any of these working that I get the data off of them, so that's why they need to stay in a separate pile. Nope. Boy, it's so hard to actually hold them against the things. Nope. Okay. Nope. Oh, come on. Nope. Nope. Come on. What now? Uh-oh. What is connected? I don't know. I'm a little worried about this one, but it's still, when it feels like they're really on it, I don't get a noise. Yeah, I don't think any of them have a short circuit, so hopefully we're good. Ha ha ha. Okay. So let's start with these. I'll stack these up now that I've sorted them. We've got Mac Store. A lot of these are going to be Mac Store. I've had more Mac Store drives fail than any other brand, so if I were you, I wouldn't buy Mac Store. Seagate. One Seagate, and the other's a Mac Store. But maybe it's just the Mac Store really doesn't like to run off of, like the old ones don't like to run off of the just the USB plug-in things where you're supposed to be able to read your old drives. Maybe they really like an old motherboard, so we'll find out. I'm going to get an old motherboard out here. And it is inside of this case. This is a Dell something. A Dell Optiplex. There it is. We're going to need a monitor. And a keyboard. Okay, let's see what it does. Might throw up an error because the case has been opened. Hopefully it will still run with the case open, or this is going to be very slow. It's not a good sign. Well, let's try putting the case back on. It doesn't want to just turn off. Aha! Made a beep. Yes, okay. So it works with the lid on. Whether it works with the lid off, who knows? Oh, hello. And the keyboard is working. Maybe if we like hit F1 or F2 or delete or something, if we can just make it go into the BIOS. Nope. It just slows it down. Maybe there's a jumper that resets the BIOS settings. It kind of sounds like the problem is the BIOS settings are set in such a way that it won't boot. But usually there's a way to reset the BIOS settings. I don't know how well labeled any of this will be. We can also take this modem out of here. It's not like we need it. It is a little loose. So there is a reset button here, but it doesn't connect to anything. No, hard drive. That's the hard drive light. So yeah, there's a reset button on the machine right here. But it doesn't connect to any button on the outside of the case. Okay, here we are. I reset it and now it's doing things. Yeah, no, it's not getting any better. Here, I thought I'd solved it. Okay, I think it finally actually shut down. Okay, we're going to try to take the modem out and see if that makes a difference. It's weird, it's not screwed in place, but oh, I see. Some way to, yeah, this thing here, it just takes the whole thing out, and then you can take the modem out. There we go, this goes behind it there. Okay. So I guess let's turn on and see what happens now. F2 setup, there it is. Was it not there before? Did it go away before I could see it? Entering setup, there we go. Maybe I just was looking at it at an angle I couldn't see that corner of the screen because it's, yeah. What, hello? There we go! Okay, cool. And it's running despite the fact the cover's off, so hopefully we don't have to do anything messing with the cover. Okay, and this is the entire screen. No, there's this. It scrolls down. Is there a reset? No. Is there? That's just for the individual field. How do you reset the BIOS? Because really all we need to do is get it set up. Oh, and now it's going to boot. This is booting off the internal hard drive. I have Linux on this. It's been a long time since I've had this plugged in and using it. Looks like it's stuck. Maybe some problems with this hard drive. Not surprised, but I wasn't going to test this one. I'm going to test the other ones. Yeah, seems to be stuck. Okay. Power off. I was thinking I'd have to hold it. That's, I think, why it was turning on and off. So, I'm going to hook them up where the CD drive is hooked up now. We'll start with this one. All right, drive hooked up. Let's see what we get. It's spinning up, but that could be this one. Haha. 2 for setup, entering setup. Cool. Secondary hard disk drive 0 not found. F2 for setup. Okay, so it says it's not found. Unknown device. Well, what does that mean, unknown device? Is it spinning? It's vibrating. Okay, so this one does spin. The fact it spins means we probably want to keep it, even though we can't get anything off of it. It's showing up as an unknown device. Okay. I wonder if, because like, it says DS Master and it's got a ghost jumper. So maybe we do need to have that jumper on. Here's a drive with a jumper. What? I didn't mean to hit reset. Power off? No, I want power off, damn it. Thank you. Okay, so you have to hold it for like half a second, no more, no less. Wow. That's what one calls a momentary switch, I guess. Okay, so now DS Master is selected. Okay, let's try this again. Beep. Oh no, I don't like the sound of that. Why are you beeping? There's something on the screen. Oh no. Okay, so are you the reason? Is it just this jumper? I could also just set it up as a slave. That would be this. Yeah. See if it recognizes it as a slave. Sometimes a drive needs a master in order to register as a slave. So, let's see what we got. Well, it didn't beep at me. That jumper seems to have been what did it. So it doesn't like to be a master, and it also doesn't like to be a slave. I don't know. I'm just gonna make some notes. this one spins, but unknown device. Okay. What about this one? I'll put the jumper back on. Now this seems to have the same arrangement. It's the same jumper arrangement. J50. Which one is J50? Is there a diagram? Yeah, J50. Okay, so at least that much is the same. I don't know whether cable select or data select or anything like that works on this one. Yes, data select better work because that's what we're using. Okay, we're plugged in. Let's see what we get. Does not like it. Really doesn't like it. Do please actually turn off. Thank you. Okay, so let's try without the jumper. I suppose just in case I should put like a plastic cutting board or something here. All right, there we go. Just so nothing accidentally makes contact. Oops. Sounds like it's spinning up because I'm hearing noises I didn't hear before. Okay. It is vibrating, so that suggests it's spinning. Not found. Unknown device. Yep, it's just unknown. Okay. So this is doing the same thing. I guess we'll save this jumper in case we need it for another one. So once again, spins, but unknown device. Okay. Yet another Mac Store drive. The jumpers for this one are on here. What does it say? It doesn't look like it says what the jumpers mean. And the jumpers, they have numbers, J20 through J16. What they mean, who knows? So they could be just wrong, but we'll see. Other way around. Okay, there we go. That is definitely a new spinny sound. So that one is spinning. Ooh, it's a hard drive. Okay. Okay, so I ran out of juice on the phone. For some reason it's using up juice real fast. So I'm not sure quite what you missed, but I've decided that since this one seems to be recognized, I want to see whether it can be read or not. So I went and I started trying to find something that I could boot to format a boot disk so that I can then have this and a disk in, and the disk can read, or either the disk with some programs on it that can read the hard drive. So right now I've got in here the Windows 98 installation disk. We'll see if we can format a disk using it. Spinning up, that's good. Let's move from the CD-ROM. We want to start it with CD-ROM support. Put the disk in. Okay. So what have we got here? Doesn't look like we have format there. Do we have a CD drive on C? No. How about on D? There we go. Let's see if format.com is on here. This may take a while. Okay, no, that's not too bad. Okay, so it's in Win98. Okay. And I'm guessing this will be drive B, because the virtual floppy drive that's running off of here is drive A. B:/S. Let's see if that works. Uh-oh, disk unsuitable for system disk. Okay, so that one's not going to work. Okay, so that's not a good disk. This one, oh, that's a little bent out there, as you can see, so I think that's probably, yeah, let's just take that off. And just leave it in the drive. Use it for everything. That's assuming it works. Ah, it got past 7. Cool. Hopefully that means it'll get far enough. Maybe I should turn this way so you can see the bottom of the screen a little better. No, the cords don't want to let me do that. That's as far as it'll go. Okay. System has been transferred. No. Is there anything else here? Like, is F-disk on here? Nope. Well, it might be fdisk.eic. No, F-disk is not on here. Well, I guess we'll better hope that we can just read the disk directly, because yeah, otherwise it's not going to show up as anything, is it? So I guess we reset. Let's see if the disk will boot. Yay! Cool. Okay, let's hook this drive up and see what we get. suppose I could just slide this whole thing a little bit this way, and then maybe you'll be able to see the screen better. Okay, there we go. Monitor. The compression driver cannot be set up correctly. Get a version for your vendor that is compatible with the version of Windows? Does it need compression? Is it running double space? Well, let's see. Well, it reads it. There it is. Okay, so there's stuff on this drive, and it can be read. I was having trouble reading it before. There's not a whole lot, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. For all we know, there are other partitions. Okay, yeah, that's a certain amount. Are there other partitions, or is that it? No, that's it. Okay. Well, so this drive can be read. I was not able to read it before, but I can read it now. So now I know that. So I guess this goes in the good drives pile. But I will yet need to read all the stuff off of it at some point. I guess this is going to be the good pile. Next. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. It does not like that. Does it have jumper on it somewhere? Yeah, there we go. It's got that same jumper on, J20, our old favorite, but for some reason this computer just really doesn't like. Okay, let's try again. Still doesn't like it. Oh no. What have I done?